Hey everyone, it's Mara Allard of Wind, Water, and Wisdom. Currently on vacation, but wanted to hop on and say a few things about the word surrender. So, we are in an eclipse portal. So right now we had the lunar eclipse on September 7th. We're having the solar eclipse on September 21st, followed by the fall equinox on the 22nd. And I don't know about you, but how I feel is very like no man's land. Like I know things need to change, but I'm not quite sure of my footing. Things feel very floaty, like I'm not feeling very grounded in knowing the next right thing, although I have ideas. But I thought about the word surrender. So I'm out here on this vacation and I'm riding on my husband's motorcycle. And to me, motorcycle riding is the ultimate surrender. You are on a machine, you have nothing around you, there's no airbags, you're at the mercy of not knowing who's texting and driving, and you're not in control of driving the motorcycle. I have to surrender to my husband who's driving, who's in control. Now, I have my motorcycle license, but I love to be a passenger. I love to look around. So to me, when I was driving around yesterday and the day before thinking about surrender, that's what this eclipse feels like. Like how I surrender when I'm on the motorcycle and letting somebody else be in charge, not needing to control the outcome, trusting that I will be safe and protected, trusting in my own intuition and thoughts. In this eclipse portal, I feel the same thing. I must trust where I'm being led to the next steps, what is unfolding. With this eclipse, it can be endings. It could be, for some people, some concrete endings. Other people's, it's like, what is leaving? I believe the last time we had this eclipse was 2006, 2007, and like 2016, 17. And when I look back at those time frames, 2006 to 2007, I got sober during that time frame. 2016 to 2017, I sold a house. My children went off to college. My youngest finally left the nest, and we sold our family home and bought a new home. So there was transition in both those eclipses, so what will transpire this time? But when I look at, sure, there's lots of things that I would like to let go of, and I probably will and let them go. But one thing that rose up to the surface while I was riding on the back of the motorcycle was behaviors. What behaviors can we let go of? What behaviors served you, but don't serve you anymore? For a very long time, they may have protected your heart. They may have protected you. You might have felt safe using them, but they no longer serve you. And, you know, when I thought about the one that I've improved upon a lot, but rears its ugly head at times, is the one-upping. And it shows up most probably, if I'm to be honest, in my marriage, like one-upping. I know the answer, or I'm right. And, you know, I had to go a little step deeper. Why? You know, I've curtailed that behavior, but it's not completely gone. What's underneath? It goes back to my childhood. It's not my parents' fault. They did their best they could. But you know what? I was an emotional child whose emotional needs were not met the way that I needed them to be met. That's not their fault. I chose them as my parents. And what I needed was reassurance that I was smart. I needed reassurance that I was could exceed at whatever I put my mind to. I needed reassurance that I was a good person, that I was kind, that I was loving, that I was perfect just the way I was. That's what I needed, and that's what, unfortunately, I didn't get. So how did that manifest in behavior? Trying to be, like, superior at times. You know, I feel like my brother and I always had sort of a competitive relationship. And, you know, I've let that go. It doesn't serve me anymore. But can I fully let go of this once in a while needing to be that nudge? That like, hey, I need to be a little bit on top of this than you. So I'm calling myself out on that because I know it's a behavior that has expired. Long gone, don't need it. I know now in my heart that who I am is perfect just the way they are. I no longer need to prove that. So can I let that go? And how do you let that go? For me, I can just go into a state, and I encourage everyone to try this, just closing your eyes, feeling that feeling. Where do you feel that feeling in your body, whatever that behavior is? Can you feel it in your body? Asking your guides and angels to just remove it. Simple as that. This behavior no longer serves me. Say it's judgment. This judging people no longer serves me. Please release this. Or please let me have these hidden or blocked emotions float to the surface so that I can heal them and release them. It's another beautiful one to use. Let these behaviors surface within me so I can deal with them. And if it's too painful, just acknowledge them. Just acknowledge this behavior exists and I'm willing to start working on it to release it. So it's surrendering to the process. I think that this eclipse is asking us, I very much feel it's asking of us to surrender. Surrender to not knowing. Surrender to change. Surrender to let things evolve the way they are. I'll be back next week, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. Be well.